Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Melee. We got another exciting match for you this evening in the teams division this time in round number 2 of the teams tournament. So we have the number 2 seed Back to Formula, fresh off their win against the number 15 seed Realms Delight, who had to step in at last moment. And it was a hell of a match. Honestly, one of the best matches of the season. Definitely, I think my favorite of the tournament so far. It was an incredible match. Go watch it if you haven't seen it already. They're going up against the number 7 seed Penitent Men Shall Pass, another team who, like Back to Formula, is one that we hadn't seen for a minute. And then they made their basically return after a little bit of a hiatus in round 1 of the teams tournament and showed no signs of rust. Like, they played fantastic as well, like pitching, I think, one of their strongest games, a really dominant performance over a really strong team in Tequila Mockingbird, which is a great rookie team this year. So I'm very excited about this match. I think this is a bit of a coin toss. I'm excited to see who comes out on top. So we will now get started with pre-match interviews, starting with our lower-ranked team. It is Penitent Men Shall Pass. Is it Penitent Men Shall Pass or Will Pass? I keep forgetting.
Should be shall, but I believe in the graphics it's will. So
that's fair. I always say Penitent Man Shall Pass. Anyways, you guys are here. You're going up against Back to Formula, who I believe you haven't faced before in any capacity, really. But yeah, thoughts on your match and on your opponents this evening.
Dylan, you hyped up a match that already happened so much that I feel we cannot live up to the standard of that. I also forgot that you, our manager, had already played them and were part of that match, so now I feel horribly inadequate. Way to go.
Maybe take a look, Charlie. You never know.
Yeah. What I would say is, Last Crusade, Spider-Man 2, I know which movie that I want to watch.
Good call.
You can't top that. All right, I'll leave it alone.
Oh, all right, cool. Short, sweet, to the point. All right, we'll put Kaiser backstage for now. Good luck to you guys. We'll bring in your opponents for this evening. Back to Formula, Jake Marangoni, Mark Menchaca, as well as their manager for this evening, Kirk Kowalkowski. Guys, how you feeling? That's all I got.
He's going first.
You guys go ahead first.
I'll just say I'm glad Kaiser's playing this match after that sly comment. Because that annoyed me very much. I feel like we did quite well after round 1 of this tournament. I am just very happy that we got out of that match because I honestly thought we were going to lose at the end there. But you're playing two people I've never played personally. I've never played Kazna in Melee, Chavez. It's been a hot minute since we played, but team-wise in Melee, I don't think that's ever happened, if I can recall. I just think this is going to be actually a really tight match. I also just do like this team a lot. I think they had a bad start, an unlucky start, I should say, and now they've bounced back pretty well. So looking forward to this. And we've got a manager for this first time in this tournament, so that's good.
I thought our team name was referencing Spider-Man 1, not 2.
Guys already up 2 points. I think our faction, or I guess what used to be our faction, has a lot of exciting teams in this tournament, and a lot of people that I would love to see win it and go on and win a championship. But I just love the matchup of Jake and Mark. You know, Jake, I think, is somebody who is a great legacy player who already has a pedigree that he just built on. And if there's anybody in this league who, deserves a title and who needs to win a title, maybe besides myself, is Mark Menchaca. So I'm really rooting for this team. I'm glad to be here representing them, and I really hope to see them go all the way.
All right. Sounds good. Well, good luck to you guys as well. We will put your manager backstage for now. And we will get into round number 1, which will work like this. It is the standard whiteboard round. So how it works, each team will be asked 8 questions in 8 different categories of movie trivia, which they will answer individually on their whiteboards in 15 seconds. If they get all 8 questions right, they will be asked a bonus question. And they have 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. Any questions before we get started?
Now, kudos to Kirk rocking that Pirates hoodie, 6 and 2, baby. Let's go. I just dated this video. Hooray.
That's fine.
I don't know what that means.
We'll get into your first question of round number 1, which will come in the category of everyone's favorite scores and soundtracks. The Academy Award-winning song "The Morning After" was written for what 1970s disaster film? Jake, I'm sorry. Can we get both hands on screen there?
Yeah,
There we go. 70s. What a decade for disasters? I don't know.
Just
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Antonio first.
The Poseidon Adventure.
And Mark.
I said the Towering Inferno.
And Robert.
I also said the Towering Inferno.
And Jake.
The Poseidon Adventure.
The Poseidon Adventure
Nice.
is correct. So Antonio and Jake get that one correct, 1-1. So we get into your next question in the category of sci-fi/fantasy. In Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines, where specifically did Sarah Connor hide a stash of weapons as part of her will? I'm going to make a change on the fly. It's not that specific, the answer we have here. Just throwing that out there. No hints. That's all I'm going to say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Mark first.
I said a coffin.
And Robert.
I said in her casket at her grave.
And Jake.
Her coffin.
And Antonio.
In her coffin.
So coffin is the answer we have here. We also have except mausoleum, but not grave, as it was not buried. It was not buried in a graveyard. So I'm leaning towards only accepting everyone else's, but Robert.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't know how to describe it but that's fine if you don't want to give it to me.
Kaiser would like to be brought in.
Okay, Kaiser, go ahead.
Robert, what exactly did you write on your book?
I said in her casket at her grave, is what I said.
Yeah, no.
Okay, fine. I'll remember not to be too specific. We'll move on.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
sorry.
No, we're fine.
Yeah.
So then we will get into question number 3, which will be in the category of directors. Who directed 2019's Aladdin? This movie. What a movie.
It happened.
There's
It
certainly...
made $1 billion.
Yes.
No, it didn't.
That's...
I don't believe that. I don't know.
Doesn't that just restore your faith in humanity? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Robert first.
Guy Ritchie.
And Jake.
Guy Ritchie.
And Antonio.
$1 billion wasted. Guy Ritchie.
And Mark.
The fact this movie made $1 billion just ruined my day. Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie is correct. Clean sweep, 5-5. So we get into your next question in the category of the 1970s. Which Oscar-winning actress plays Eve Rand, the woman who takes a liking to Chance in Being There? Payson Johnson says, shout out to Dylan's reaction to the first look at Mufasa. For those of you who don't understand that reference because you're not in the Melee leadership chat, I said, whoa, it's a lion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake first.
Said Anne Margaret.
And we'll go to Antonio.
Katharine Hepburn. No idea.
And Mark.
Sally Field.
And Robert.
Continue the trend. Ellen Burstyn.
All incorrect. We were looking for Shirley MacLaine.
Okay. That's fine.
Right. So your next question will come in the category of the of romantic comedies. What 2010s romantic comedy features supporting performances from Bo Burnham, Holly Hunter, and Ray Romano?
The score update is it's 5-4.
I was gonna say I didn't think it was 5. Sorry.
No.
Kirk
Yeah.
was actually looking for the score up.
Sorry.
That's true.
Yes.
I read that
Haha.
wrong.
That's fine. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Antonio first.
Love my rom-com game. I don't know. Big Sick.
And Mark.
It's the big sick.
And Robert.
Keep that energy.
And Jake.
The Big Sick.
Big Sick is correct.
I still don't know what Bo Burnham looks like.
All right. So your next question will come in the category of comedy. What does the title refer to in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
No. Not doing that again. No.
Yeah.
Not doing it again.
I believe there was a mistake, by the way. I believe it's 7-6 now that I look at it again.
Yeah.
My bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Mark first.
Is that a car?
And Robert.
As my daughter says, a beep beep or a car.
And Jake.
A car.
And Antonio.
The energy failed me. I said a dance.
A car is correct.
A dance called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang does sound pretty cool, though.
It's pretty neat.
Back to Formula extends their lead 9-7 as we get into your next question in the category of biopics. The film Coal Miner's Daughter is a biopic about what country singer? Country, everyone's favorite genre of music. No one
Yeah.
dislikes it at all.
No, it's never been disliked. I used to play an app, and they would ask this question all the time. It is literally seared into my brain.
Well, there you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Robert.
Loretta Lynn.
And Jake.
The only country music I like is by Dewey Cox. Loretta Lynn.
And Antonio.
I was wrong. I had another LL name. Forget it.
And Mark.
I believe she's also some lady.
Technically correct, but Loretta Lynn was the lady we were looking for. So Jake and Robert get that one correct. 8-10 as we get into your final question in the category of animated. Persepolis tells the story of Marjan, who grew up in what Middle Eastern country? This is a lovely film. I saw it for the first time, oddly enough, on Tubi, because Tubi has a weird selection of movies. You can find this one next to like Super Crocodile meets Mega Shark or whatever. It's weird. 5,
Yeah, Tubi's
4,
pretty neat.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake first.
Iran.
And Antonio.
She's at the last second. I ran.
And Mark.
Iran.
And Robert.
I was between the two, and I said Iraq.
One letter off. We were looking for Iran. So with that, the score I have coming out of round number 1 is back to Formula in the lead 12-9. So we will now get into round number 2, which will work like this. It is the wheel round. So each team will get the chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what category they will be answering questions in this round. If they don't like the category they spin first, they can spin the second time, but they must keep that category. They'll be asked 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they check down a multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point, and stealing is available in this round. The categories on the wheel today are post-1970 French language horror, which is Back to Formula's strength, as well as directed by Brian De Palma, which is Penitent Men Shall Pass's strength, as well as the general categories of classics, 2000s, Oscars, comic book movies, mystery/thriller, and horror. So with that, we will now bring in Back to Formula's manager, and you guys can decide whether you'd like to spin first or defer to Penitent Men.
Let's go second.
I like second. We have a 3-point lead. I feel a little confident now, so I say yeah. Let's defer.
I would have absolutely been shocked if Kirk advised us to go first.
All right. So then we'll put Kirk backstage for now, and we'll bring in Penitent Men's manager once I find him. There he is. All right. And this will be your first spin.
Okay. Let's see what this wheel has to offer. What do you offer, wheel?
On post 1970.
Okay.
I know this is a strength, but how much have you prepped for this?
I read about every movie, and I watched a couple.
Well,
Considering
I don't
its
think
strength level and
Yeah.
Antonio's hesitancy, I'm leaning towards spinning again, and because of the 3-point deficit.
How do you feel about the rest of the wheel?
There's
How
like
many categories
2
would you
here.
take
I don't.
over it?
There's like 1 I don't want.
Yeah, I would say 1 also. Yeah,
There's like 1 I don't want.
In that case, then you can respin.
All right, spin it again.
All right. So then this will be the category that you will be stuck with.
Yeah, stuck with the category. Let's go. Stuck.
Great.
And you land on post 1970 French language horror.
It was destined to be. I hate John Marr, but I love him for the.
Yeah, we only used it because we played Beers one time.
Right. So then your first question in post 1970 French language horror. In what country did Scarlet find the rose key in As Above, So Below?
Oh, shit. Oh, crap.
Just to be safe, man, I was going with choice if you feel like it's gonna trigger something.
Well, I mean, it would, but I'm trying to remember.
5, 4.
Multiple.
Your options are A, Turkey, B, Iran, C, Egypt, or D, Iraq.
I know what it isn't, but the problem is that that's what happens when you try to shotgun this.
5, 4.
Do you mind if I go for it?
Go for it, man.
Turkey, final answer.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Back to formula for the 1-point steal. Is it A, Turkey, B, Iran, C, Egypt, or D, Iraq? Sorry.
It's Iran.
Jeffrey?
Iran, final answer.
Yeah, whoops, we got 2 Iran questions. That's my bad. Sorry.
Yes, that was. I didn't think they'd do it again. That was my
Right. That's why I didn't. Right.
All right. So then your next question in this category. At the beginning of Smoking Causes Coughing, the Tobacco Force fights a giant version of what animal?
I want to say it's like a tortoise.
Yeah, I mean, you want to go for
Do
it?
you want me to go? I mean, we kind of need points now.
Yeah.
If it's not meant to be, we got this.
Yeah.
Whatever.
5.
A tortoise, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Sweet. Something worked out.
And I'm so happy because I love that movie and it's probably the only time that'll ever be asked about. All right.
Wait,
Next
hold on.
one. Okay.
I wasn't in the chat. Did that movie have a U.S. theatrical release?
I mean, I threw it in there. Like, I don't think we could challenge that at this point. So,
So it was in the list you gave.
yes.
Okay,
Yes, it
all right.
was.
That's all I need. Okay, all right. We're good. Sorry.
Featured heavily on Hulu.
I don't have Hulu.
Yeah, I don't have Hulu either.
That's fair.
So then your third question. Who directed Trouble Every Day?
That I probably need multiple on because I can't think of it. There are a couple directors I remember. That's not one of them.
Okay.
Multiple, please.
All right. Your options are A, Vincent Gallo, B, Alexandra Aja, C, Claire Denis, or D, Gaspar Noé.
I know it's not 2 of them. I know that for a fact. So I'm between 2.
Mm-hmm.
I probably want to hear them again. I
Yeah,
think
but-
I know where I'm leaning, but
Okay.
can we hear the options one more time, please?
Sure. Your options again are A, Vincent Gallo, B, Alexandra Aja, C, Claire Denis, or D, Gaspar Noé.
I think it's A. I
Honestly,
think
weirdly
it's
enough, my vibe was going towards that, so yeah, I just got.
all right. A, final answer.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Back to formula for the 1-point steal. Is it A, Vincent Gallo, B, Alexandra Aja, C, Claire Denis, or D, Gaspar Noé?
Alexandra Aja.
It's C.
Okay, go for it. If you know.
C, final answer.
That is correct for
I
the
knew-
1 point steal.
I knew it was between the two.
I should not just assume and just trust Mark because he knows this category better than me.
Your penultimate question in this category. In Only Lovers Left Alive, Adam takes Eve to the childhood home of what musical artist?
Shit.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
Right, that is your first repeat.
Yeah.
Your question again. In Only Lovers Left Alive, Adam takes Eve to the childhood home of what musical artist? Five, 4, 3.
Prince, final answer.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Back to formula for the 2 point steal.
It's Jack White.
Final answer.
That is correct for the 2 point steal.
Fucking A, Mark.
And your final question in this category, Penitent. Who plays fashion designer Max Roy in House of Nine?
Ah, shit. I
5.
have to multiple it. I'll know it. Multiple, please.
Your options are A. Peter Capaldi, B. Richard E. Grant, C. Hugh Laurie, or D. Robert Carlyle.
It's Peter Capaldi.
Okay. Yeah, go
Peter
for it.
Capaldi, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, so then coming out of Penitent Men's turn, I have the score now at Back to Formula in the lead, 16-12. So we'll now bring back in their manager and the wheel for what will be Back to Formula's first spin. You land on the category of mystery/thriller. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
How you guys feel about that?
It's one of the middle categories, but we have a 4-point lead. We can multiple at the very least. It's not a strong category. What do you reckon?
Do you guys want to try and spin again and go for a knockout, or do you just want to take it, play it safe,
There's-
and work your way through
There's
this?
really 2 categories we don't want, one of them being opponent's choice.
Okay.
So,
I'm fine with keeping it, and if we just don't know a multiple, I
yeah.
think we can work through it fine.
Yeah.
And go into round 3 for a pretty good size lead.
Yeah, you're in a good spot. Play conservative.
All right, we'll take it.
All right. Sounds good. Then we'll put Kirk backstage for now. And I will read you your questions in mystery/thriller. Your first question. The ending of 2014's The Guest takes place during which holiday?
Halloween.
Yep.
Halloween, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. In 2005's Match Point, how does Chris kill Nola?
Shoots her with a shotgun.
Okay, he didn't ask for a specific.
I'm going to say just shoots her with a gun.
Okay.
Shoots her, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Seven, the Pride victim had what profession?
Wasn't Pride a model?
Yes, because he cuts her face off and then gives her the chance to either live with it or kill herself. I trust you to go for it.
All right, model, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
That's one.
Your penultimate question in this category. What classic mystery film features a funeral scene in a church where the guests keep checking the body to make sure he's dead?
I have no idea, so I would say multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, To Catch a Thief, B, The Trouble with Harry, C, A Shot in the Dark, or D, Charade.
I know it's not 2 of those. I'm thinking C. Dylan, can I just get a score update, please?
It's 22-12.
I
I'm thinking C.
I think C makes the most sense.
Four.
Yeah.
Three.
C, final answer.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Penitent Men for the 1-point steal. Is it A, To Catch a Thief, B, The Trouble with Harry, C, A Shot in the Dark, or D, Charade?
I think it's got to be B then. It's definitely
Yeah.
not To Catch a Thief, and I don't remember it in Charade.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I was thinking B also.
All right, B, final answer.
It's unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for D, Charade.
I need a real
Charade. Interesting. Okay.
Right, so then here's the situation now. If Back to Formula gets this question right for any point value, they will win by knockout. So your question. Who directed Wind River?
That's Taylor Sheridan.
We watched this for roundtable.
Yeah, it's Taylor Sheridan.
Final answer.
And your winners by way of knockout, Back to Formula. We'll put them backstage for now as we get into post-match interviews. Where's Mark? There he is. Look, starting with Penitent Men. Look, guys, it's not much to say other than just really bad luck in the wheel spin there. We've seen it happen a couple times in this tournament so far where it's been the other team spinning their opponent's strength and then it just being that what sinks them. And that's unfortunately what happened to you guys today. But you guys are still a phenomenal team. Like this has happened to many great teams in the past. It doesn't reflect how good of a team you actually are. It's just, it's a tough category to prepare for as well. So I know you're probably not super thrilled, but how are you feeling overall?
Okay, I'll go first. Today, what happened was there was a lot of 50-50 choices that we had to make, and we just flipped on the wrong side. That's just like what happened. Like you saw it in round 1, you saw it in round 2 during the away round, and you saw it during the steals. It was just bad. Like these guys know that shit. Like the fact that you went to 50-50 shows that they knew they could narrow it down. They had enough knowledge to like know to have the answer in the right ballpark. It's just bad luck. They have nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I mean, don't get too specific was my fault. I wanted to be within 3. That was my hope.
Yeah. And me, I was unable to help out as far as like studying for that, and I was focusing on art strength whenever I could. So obviously it's like maybe karma for like me to not be able to help out, but I shotgun studied the whole mess of them before, and the problem when you do that is that facts get muddied. And I thought I ran, but I was like, they wouldn't do Iran again. That's stupid, but that's me being stupid. And then I had the directors down to 2. I knew some of the directors. I memorized them. I didn't memorize that one, but I knew who it wasn't because I knew the stuff the other people did. And then I just took a shot on the Jarmusch one because I couldn't remember. I don't think I would have got it. So just one of those days. Yeah, I mean, and if we get that steal on the charade, we still lose anyway. So it stinks, man. I want us to be able to make a D tournament run, but we just keep this one, and then we're just one of those 500 teams, and it's real freaking annoying, and I hate it. But I knew Mark and Jake Lewis would be tough. And just I didn't study the right way. We should have split it, and that was my fault. I was just interested in what we had chosen as a strength, and they bit us today, so it was fun. It's fun.
Yeah. What I'll say is I apologize to all the French people and the Iranians watching this, but you screwed us over today.
Yeah.
I will say that second Iran question, that's not your fault. That's us. I'll take responsibility for that. That was an oversight by the writers. That's my mistake. But yeah.
I mean, it's something I knew it was a Middle Eastern country. I know but I was like, it can't be Iran again. That's silly. So whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, you guys are still a fantastic team. Thankfully, because since we're having this tournament early on in the season, we will still be seeing you later on this season. Your season's not over yet. So who would you like to face when you come back?
Bring on your tit. Kill it. Bring on your tit.
No, I did that once, and I didn't like the results of that. I don't know. I wouldn't mind playing Kirk and Barr. We probably have to do some work, but that's fine. Maybe one time. That'd be fun.
That's something to get hyped up for. So I'd be down for that.
Yeah. I'll BOB. Their initials are my name.
Nice. Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize that. But yeah, sorry, I didn't go your guys' way today. But we'll put you backstage for now, and we will bring in the first place finishers for this evening. Back to Formula, Jake and Mark, and their manager Kirk. Guys, dominant performance. I think this is the first knockout on your guys' record, which is very impressive. You guys have just looked in like top form like so far this tournament, just mowing your way down like some pretty strong teams. So how are you feeling overall about the result?
I mean, getting a knockout's great, but I just it doesn't feel great particularly because I think Kasner and Chavez and Tony Robert are, I think, really great melee players, and I think really they are just a part of their run has just been a lot of bad luck, especially how they first started, and I just wish that there was just a little bit extra for them to get to a record that they deserve, and it really sucks that we were just in this situation where, like, I will fully admit we had luck today, and it is what won us, and basically just through round 2. I'm very happy that we won. I was on call with Mark, I think, last week, and we're just talking about this match and just getting ready for round 2 and 3 strategy and all that sort of stuff. And I just said, like I'm nervous to play these guys because I know they can play really, really good. And I'm just happy that stress is gone because I know now that we're in the semis, which is great. I don't have to stress. I don't have to worry about certain things now because I just feel like we're in a good mindset for the rest of the year to make it to the semis. So I feel good about that. Antonio and Robert, I can't wait to see what they do next because I think they deserve a better record than what they have, and I think they should be I think they should have their head high because they're a really good team, and a lot of bad luck unfortunately just went their way. But I just want to say Mark was the one to come up with the strength for this match. We had that strength ready when we played Beers last year, and we just kept it in our pocket. And Mark was like, let's use this. And I said, you feel confident with it, then let's go for it. And as we proved through our steals in round 2, Mark is a beast.
I gotta say I was really nervous to play these guys. It was very sobering for Jake and I to win just like a crazy round 1 match, and then oh great, your reward, hey, you get to play Penitent, man. Like okay, like it just.
What do we bring
like,
out your dead in 2023's Multiplex movie melee season?
Yeah, it feels good to get the win. It also feels good just because, I mean, you do the work on some strengths, but you're never really quite sure if you have it down until you hear questions from it. And if me and Jake had just gotten that category out right, we would have done pretty well in it. So it just feels good at least to know that you have that nailed down and you really showed you could do it. And, I mean, playing Robert, I like to play Robert Antonio again. You know, it just, I feel like we probably could go the distance more often than not. It's just the way round 2 played out.
Antonio mentioned karma. This is just general fun DMC karma for John Moore, subjecting so many people to this strength. Sorry guys, you guys are kind of collateral damage for that, so you can blame John. But no. Robert Antonio, I agree with everything Jake said. They're very easy guys to root for, and I want to see them have success. So to see them lose, especially this fashion's hard. But my guys did great, and even though the wheel was on their side, you still got to answer questions in front of you. Plenty of people have their opponent get their strength and they still lose, or they still come down the wire. So to knock somebody out is a big deal regardless of how the wheel spins. So they played fantastic. They worked really well together as a team. I'm really impressed by the performance overall, and I'm really excited to see what is next for these guys.
What is next, Dylan?
Well, funnily enough, what your next match will be in some way, either way, regardless of who wins, it will be a rematch. Because it's 2 teams that you have already faced. So you'll be facing the winner of the number 3 seed, the previously mentioned Bring Out Your Dead, or the number 6 seed, a team that you have faced twice already, Sexual Chocolate. So who would you like to face out of those two?
I like Amaru. I like Ryan. We redeemed ourselves over that first loss in the tournament last year. But if I'm being completely honest, I really want that Canadian boy named Dylan and that guy who loves Westerns named Jeremy. I would love so badly to have a rematch because I think that was probably, I don't know about you, Mark, but that was my favorite match that we played last year. Regardless of the outcome, I just thought it was such a close match. It could have gone either way at any point after round 1, 2, and 3. And I feel a little bad because we said the right answer, and I almost was shooting myself when that happened. So I would love to see a rematch because I just think it'd be great to play you guys again, but also it would be just a fun rematch. I would love that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be really weird that we have potentially already to have like a trilogy of matches with the team potentially. That'd be kind of odd. We're barely a year old, but I mean, obviously, I want to Bring Out Your Dead again. There is history between there with Dylan and I, and it led up to some epic proportions last season, and it should lead to one again if it were to happen again.
But if we do play Amarin, I'm not saying that Amarin, I mean, it'd be great to end it on a trilogy because they won the first match, we won the second match. It'd be cool to play them, but I think competitively, and also I feel like we should give them, I don't say give, that doesn't sound right. I would love a rematch against you, Dylan and Jeremy. To quote Dylan after round 2 of that match last year, bring me Dylan Fanfine.
All right, well, we'll see what we can do about it. We will put you backstage for now, guys. Congratulations on the win. And I will close this thing out. Yeah, look, it's been said a lot already, but yeah, Antonio and Robert, they're like a way better team than what I think they showed today. Some really bad luck. It's happened a couple times in this tournament, honestly, where, like I said earlier, where someone has been KO'd at the result of them getting their opponent's strength. So it's not a specific weakness to Penitent men in particular. It's just how it happens sometimes. But yeah, Back to Formula played great. I'm very excited to see what they do next. And thank you all for watching. This has been another episode of Movie Melee. Thank you all to the writers, to the admins, showrunners. Those are basically all the same people, but you get what I'm trying to say. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the players. They're pretty important too. And the managers. We had a couple here today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
If it take a minute. Goodbye.